Hey guys, it is Tuesday here in West Virginia, and we got an awesome mail call from Mark Vickers yesterday. So I'm gonna go through these cars with you guys. I've already cracked the box open and just did an inventory of them, but I haven't really taken them out and looked at them thoroughly. I figured I would do that with you guys. So if you're not familiar with Mark Vickers, he is another YouTuber. But he does a lot more on social media, I believe. He has a Facebook channel, group, I should say, that has over, I think, 5,000 members, maybe even more than that. I don't know nowadays, but it's just called Mark Vickers Diecast Dioramas and Diecast Displays. And it's a really cool group to join if you're into the diorama stuff, like putting cars out on display, and they give you some good ideas and pointers. Other people share their ideas and their displays and stuff in the group, so it's pretty cool. And occasionally Mark will post some stuff for sale. Usually all the cars are new, but they're loose because he's put them in his layout and he's decided either maybe to change the layout or something. And he ends up putting these cars in jammer cases and then will eventually put them up for sale. And sometimes, but not often, he'll have some brand new, like carded things that he, I don't know, either had doubles or decided it wouldn't work in his display. I'm not sure the reason, but sometimes you'll get some stuff that's still on the card from him, but most of it's loose. So I watch for these sales because you can get some really good deals. So I bought 19 pieces off him, and half of them I'm probably going to keep, half of them I'm going to sell to help support my diecast addiction. So that's basically why I buy and sell, is to help support my diecast, like Mopar addiction, I guess I could say. So the box, as you can see, pretty big box here, and we've already cut it open. So we're going to go ahead and flip it open, and I took the paper packing material out of the top, so you can see it's pretty much full to the top. And I think 3 are carded, the rest are mint loose, supposedly. So the ones on top are carded, these first 2. So we'll take those out and take a look at them. These are 2 that I may get rid of, because I'm not really collecting mini G-bodies anymore, but these are so hard to find sometimes, together especially. So I figured I'd go ahead and snatch them up and pass that offer on to someone else, since these don't make it any further than his group, so a lot of G-body collectors don't get to see it. Since I'm more active in groups and stuff, I figured I'd go ahead and grab them and post them up for sale. So they are limited to 2,000 pieces each. And this casting's been around for a while, since the 90s. But in the 90s, when Racing Champions was with Ertl, most of the time these cars were modified. A couple times they had stock ones. I think they had a couple stock ones when they give you the metal logo emblem thing. And they had a couple stock versions of the El Camino SS, I believe. But this one is slightly different. It's just stock looking El Camino with a larger diameter, like Magnum 500 style wheel on it. And we have versions A and B, black one. And the second one throws a lot of people off sometimes because it's in gold. So a lot of people see it and think, oh, gold strike. But anyways, this is not. The Gold Strike would have gold wheels and gold trim, although this does not offer a lot of trim, just a back bumper really. And it's already got a gold interior, so I guess that's why it throws some people off. I've seen these posted on eBay as a Gold Strike, and while they're not, they're just a regular one, but still yet hard to find. So I grabbed those 2, and then he always sends everything in little bags, each wrapped very well in bubble wrap. So I'm going to pull a few of these out of here, and then we will take a look at them together. So there's a handful of them. So this guy is a pretty popular one. This is also one that will probably go up for sale. I just had to snatch it up because it was there. So anyways, this is your 2012 Hot Wheels Racing Off-Road Series 83 Silverado. I believe this is the first time the 83 Silverado seen a 4x4 chassis. So, pretty cool looking truck. They're getting harder to find. And as I said, they are pretty much all perfect because they just get opened and put on a display. So, pretty cool truck. Now, most of our stuff that we've got today is Greenlight, Auto World, and Hot Wheels 100%, and minus this premium. And then there are a couple Racing Champions. I think there's one or two more besides that, and maybe one or two Johnny Lightning cars. Now, this is a keeper for me. This was one that I've been after for a while. This is the Greenlight 1964 Sport Fury in black with a red interior. Now, this would have looked a lot better with black wall tires, in my opinion. So I may try to do a tire flip on this later, but it's really hard because those wheels are so wide. This is one of their older releases, so it has those steamroller tires on it. But later on, when they use like the Magnums and the Kragers, they got a little bit thinner. Not all their wheels, though, got a little bit narrower, I should say. They still have some pretty thick ones on a lot of castings. But yeah, this is a really cool casting. One car that I did not have in my collection until today. And I've got the other one, too, from him, the red one, which is really cool. And now here is an Auto World 71 Mustang Mach 1. This is one of the first releases in black with the silver trim, silver spoiler, hood stripe, side stripes. Really cool looking car. Opening hood as always. And I should have showed you that on the Sport Fury too. It does have an opening hood, I believe. Yeah. And, oh, that's pretty cool. It's got the Cross Ram Max Wedge in it. They may even be trying to sell it off as a Hemi, but the valve covers are pretty narrow, so I'm just going to say it's probably a 426 wedge. Because 64 was the first year for the 426, so a lot of diecast, and they have the 64s, they always want to sell it as a Hemi. So here's another Hot Wheels, and this is a really nice one. This is probably another keeper for me. This is from the Hot Wheels 100% series, but this was a little bit later in their 40th anniversary stuff from 2008. In the yellow box with the red flames. This is a really nicely detailed car. I can't remember if this is in a single pack or a 2-pack, but it definitely was one in the acrylic display case. Nice detailed chassis with detailed exhaust, the bottom of the engine and transmissions detailed there too. And these are actually a 2-piece plastic wheel. I did not know that. These are their, what they call co-mold, I think it was, composite molded 2-piece wheels. But they look really good. Nicely detailed Kragers. Looks really sharp. Opening hood, and it does have a Hemi. You can see on the valve covers how fat they are and where they have the spark plug inlets, those little nipples on top of the valve cover for the spark plug, and a dual wing nut oval air cleaner states dual quads, so pretty cool. Nice looking car. Then we have a rare Hot Wheel. This is another premium, so I was wrong. We had a couple premiums, I guess. This is Montezuma. This I just bought because I never ever had one, and it was always elusive in the wild and even on eBay. This is a very, very hard to find car. This is the Montezuma from Team Bartwell. It has detailed headlights, detailed tail lights, Team Bartwell sticker across the back window, and nice detailed interior, white interior with black inserts, tinted glass. Pretty cool, real riders with a large diameter wheel. This is the Montezuma that is the most elusive one that you will find. If you are a Montezuma collector or early Monte Carlo collector, you will find out that this is one that is very hard to find if you have not found it yet. And what I don't understand, it doesn't go for big money either. It's just hard to find. Then we have a Johnny Lightning. I thought it was a Greenlight when I told him I wanted it, but It turned out to be a Johnny Lightning after doing some more research, because I couldn't pinpoint these wheels as being a Greenlight wheel. I never seen them before. And now, after seeing it in hand, I was right. They are a two-piece composite mold plastic wheel, too, like the GTX from Hot Wheels. But this is a really cool car, one of Johnny Lightning's finer castings, and it is true to scale, comparing it to the Greenlight F-bodies. So, really cool looking car. And I believe it's an opening hood, yes, with a nicely detailed engine. Pretty cool looking car. Then we have the Firebird formula from Greenlight. This is a hard to find one. This is just your basic Firebird formula. I used to have one of these. Mine was an 87, I think. This one, I believe, is an 89. Mine had the, I don't know, they're kind of more of like a disc-looking wheel with some louvers cut in them. They're not the prettiest wheel in the world. This one's wheels, though, I like. I think these wheels are sharp. Formula, and these usually signify like Formula 305 through Formula 350. It was a T-top car. It's a black tinted glass. Really nice looking car. And this is also an opening hood with a two-port injected 350. This is one of Greenlight's finer castings because the engine is correct size and stuff. It looks really good. As I pointed out, sometimes when they're Mopars, the engines look ridiculously small. So that's the first load. Oh, here's another Mustang, and this is another really rare one. I got 3 rare Mach 1s from him, and this one is really cool. Silver and black. It's kind of on the contrary to what the other one was. You can see black with silver and then silver with black. Kind of a cool combo. This is an awesome car. The only thing that is wrong, it had a missing spoiler. But because the car's so hard to find, I just couldn't pass it up. So I went ahead and bought it anyways. Because I'm sure I can find a car that I can use the spoiler from. Find another one of these that is not that expensive. And get the spoiler and pop on it. Because it is a very rare car. So, moving along to some more. We'll take our 1-layer bubble wrap out and we'll get some more cars out here. As I said, I think I got 19 pieces all together. So, we haven't went through all of them yet. And actually, what I'll do is I'm at the bottom of the box. I'm going to show you guys the last package car. This one here. This is another Racing Champions one, and this is their 1971 Plymouth GTX, and it looks to be true to scale, and this is one of their finer examples of this car. It's beautiful. It's my favorite color combo, orange with a black top, black go-wing, and I think it's got an air grabber, black bulge on the hood, and it just looks awesome. The only thing that would be better is a black interior with the orange inserts. That would be my dream car. This is an awesome piece. And I'm hoping it is really true to scale, as I was hoping for, because I want to put it in my diorama right next to that 71 Charger RT Hemi, because they're pretty much the same colors. That's an awesome car. We'll be doing an unboxing video on that one day. Then moving back to our loose stuff. Here's another Greenlight Trans Am. This is a really beautiful looking car. That cranberry, like metallic color, maroon, with the gold GTA wheels. That just looks beautiful. Very nice looking car. Hard top, no. I can't get the hood open too easily, but it has the tune port just like the other one did. So really cool. Nice detail on the tail lights, front end. Nice looking car. If I was not just trying to keep Mopars and stuff at the moment, this would be a keeper. I really, really dig the color combo with the gold wheels. Okay, so we have one more of those Trans Ams to take a look at, and we're going to go ahead and do that now. This one here, pretty much the same as the maroon one. This one's in a charcoal gray with silver ground effects. It is also a hardtop, and it has a charcoal gray insert GTA style wheels. Very cool car. Yeah, as I said, this is one of Greenlight's finer castings, all around, really nicely done. These are getting really hard to find nowadays, too. So, the last Mach 1. This is one, when I bought it, I thought it was the Boss, because there's a newer release. It was a Boss 351, I think. That's almost the same color combo. It's a green with silver wing and hood stripe, but this is actually the Mach 1. This one's really hard to find too. I think it's hard to find as that silver one and the black one. So, really cool car. If you're a Ford guy, Mustang collector, those are 3 horses you want in your stable. And now next is another keeper for me. This is a car I didn't even know existed until last week when I seen it up for sale on his page. This is actually from RCCA, the Action Racing Collectibles, and it's a 64 Dodge Hemi of Bill Maverick, and he's the same guy that had the Little Red Express, or Little Red Wagon, wheel stander, A100. And this is the first year for the 426 Hemi, 64. Nicely done, but it's really light. So it's a really cheap die-cast, I can tell you that now. Plastic base, but it does have rubber tires. Skinnies in the front and a little bit wider in the back for the slicks. Looks like centerline style wheels. So they did nail that right. The scaling looks to be pretty good when you put him next to a 64 Fury. Pretty much the same car, same size, and they're pretty much the same car, same platform. Nice detail with the tail lights and such. All the livery is there for the racing. Not much detail on the front end, but it is chrome, separate piece. I don't like how they painted this yellow. That needs to be black. I may take a Sharpie and black that out. And these are, after doing some research, these are not hard to find, and they're not really that expensive on eBay. They're like $10 to $15 plus shipping in the package. So they are pretty cool, though. If you're a Mopar fan, this is probably one that you would want to have in your collection. Really cool piece. They do have an issue with some, like, paint bubbles and stuff I've seen on some of them on eBay. This one, it looked like paint rash at first, but I don't think it is. I think it's just orange peel in the paint, and also maybe some textured look from all of the tampos on it. I think they overlaid the whole car in a tampo, so I think that's part of the textured look too. As you can see, it's not really paint rash, it's just like orange peel kind of, but a cool piece to have. I really dig that. As I said, except for the vent window post, that I may have to black out. So, moving along to my last Sport Fury. This is the red on red. Pretty much same as this guy here. I think it was released along with him, like A and B. So, this is a really cool one. Black on red, my favorite color combo of all time. Red on red's cool, too. We have some red on red and black on red Dodge Polaris Max Wedge cars, and we have a red on red 63 Plymouth. So this will look good in there. As I said, I wish I could swap these tires around. I'm going to try, but if it looks like it's going to pull too hard and bend an axle, I'll just quit. I wish these guys unscrewed like M2. That's the one thing I love about M2 cars. They're screwed together. So really cool piece. Another cross ram wedge, pretty cool. Then we have a Hot Wheels 100% Cadillac. And this is another one that's actually from the 40th anniversary. This is a pretty hard to find car. And it's hard to find like this with no rubber band problems. That's another thing I like about buying cars from him, because he opens them as soon as he gets them most of the time. And a lot of the 100% stuff that he has is unharmed. So as you can see, no damage, not even a film left. Really cool Cadillac, and this is true to scale because these things were a boat. So as you can see, sitting next to the Fury, about a foot longer if it was 1-to-1. And put him next to the Mustang, same thing. So yeah, it's pretty much true to scale on this big guy. Really cool car. Then we have another 100%. And we're almost done here, guys. Bear with me just for a couple more minutes, and we'll show you this guy here. This is another one that may be a keeper for me, because I have the Gasser 55, and then I have a Gasser Pro Street 57. All I need is this to finish out the trifecta, the 56. And this is tubbed out, ready to race with a blow-in small block in it. Maybe big block. Actually, a big block. It looks like the center ports are split, so it would be like a big block. Really cool looking car, like the aqua blue or sky blue and white two-tone, kind of a cross of original and Street Machine. Pretty sweet car. Then, last but not least, is another Hot Wheels. And this is actually another premium. So I was wrong when I said the Silverado is the only premium. We have 3 Hot Wheel premiums here. This is from the original Boulevard series. This is actually the first time the 58 Plymouth appeared for Hot Wheels. The Christine release came the next year, and it had the yellow plates and such. And it was a little more detailed, I think. Christine had headlights painted and had the plates on it. Detailed tail lights. This has no detail on the headlights or tail lights. But this is before Hot Wheels really got really into their premium stuff. And this is when they were still only, I think, like $2.99 or $3.99 on a regular size card. So, really cool looking car. But that's it, guys. We'll come down here and kind of lock it in. And that is pretty much everything. I'll bring the Roadrunner, or not Roadrunner, but GTX back up here. And then try to cram everything together. So, nice haul from Mark. Thank you, Mark. And I will try to find a link to his group and put in our description here. So I will, and then I will try to have 2 links, a link for my eBay store too, because a lot of these will be up for sale on IG and on eBay. So be sure to tune back in, guys, on Friday. We're still doing our Free It Friday. This is just kind of a bonus video for this week, our haul. So anyways, thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you on Friday.